Hello everyone and welcome back to Cities by Steven. You're talking to Steven. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, please hit that subscribe button, get that bell notification on too so you don't miss out on an episode. Welcome back to the channel where last time we were here, we built up a town on the Quebec side of our series. If you're new to the channel and new to the series, what I'm doing is I'm building two cities in one based on the Ottawa-Gatineau region in Ontario and Quebec. So two very different cities, just kind of right across the river from each other. So in today's episode, we're going to be looking at specialized industries and applying them to a city. How do we do that? What are the unique challenges we're going to see, especially in a themed city like we're doing? And then we'll also be doing more expansion on the Ontario side of the map here. Last time we did Quebec, so this time we're going to do Ontario, and I'll try and do a bit of flip-flopping back and forth between the two sides of the river. So, I really appreciate all the comments and support on the last episode, and also in the charity live stream that we did a little while ago on Halloween. We raised over $1,300 for charity in the Halloween live stream with the Skylines 6 and Toady. Oh, what's happening here? Crime scene! Holy cow, that's awesome. Let's go look at it. That is awesome. Oh, it's inside of a building. Okay. I thought it was gonna be on the street. Yeah, incredible job. Thank you all so much. That is genuinely going to help save a lot of lives and support a lot of lives. So thank you so much. It was for Save the Children charity, a global organization, and the live stream went off without any issues. It was a ton of fun. It was great to hang out all day and in the chat and whatnot. And thank you all for the support. It's a ton of fun. And just keep your eyes and ears open for other things that the Skylines 6 has planned. If you don't know what the Skylines 6 is, I am a part of the Skylines 6, and it's a City Skylines multiplayer group, and we do a lot of events together, and we have a joint Discord, which you can find in the description down below. Let's focus more on the Ontario side of things today, like I mentioned, but also the specialized industries. So the specialized industries cannot be found in the parks. What am I doing? It is in the zoning, and we can see that we have a bunch of them unlocked. We have chickens, livestock farming, we got grain farming, vegetables, forestry, and stone mining available, and coal mining as well. So stone mining and the livestock farming don't need to be placed on any type of land, fertile land, or terrain or anything like that. This can be placed anywhere, and that's what makes these two starting ones really, really beneficial. So if we go to our production here, we can see that we are, requiring a bit of chicken. Apparently, we're importing a lot and a lot of stone, so we can, trade off that import for things that we're producing in the city itself by adding to this. Adding to our production. That way we won't be spending as much money in the city. As you see, we're actually losing money right now, even though we have $2.5 million. So let's do that to start off with. We have a lot of options to place stone mining and a livestock farming. I think I'm just gonna kind of choose one for the Ontario side and one for the Quebec side. And we have a lot of industry over here on the Quebec side of things, so I think I'm actually going to put the stone mining on in this kind of zone. We have a bit of an awkward little space here, so I'm thinking we're going to throw down a bunch of these actually, and probably pretty small ones as well. So let's see. We're actually on a bit of a hill here. Let's see if we can kind of get out of that view. It'd be really cool if we could kind of get it like in this zone. So why don't we buy a tile? In the interest of transparency, I actually bought these two tiles when I was testing something out. So I bought these two. Let's buy this one and this one as well. Yeah, why not? Let's do that. So I think what we'll do is we'll choose a road that'll kind of go up the river, and we'll kind of lose the grid. Which one would it be? It would probably be Brook Street here, but that one's cut off. Okay, never mind. Then maybe it's Dean Street here would be another good option. Yeah, let's use Dean Street. Dean Street is going to go up the hill, and we're going to lose the grid at about this point. Oh wow, as I was planning out the road network here, we unlocked a new milestone, Boomtown. Let's take a look at what we unlocked. Holy cow, I can't believe how fast we're moving through these. We got textile fiber farming, that's awesome. Heavy traffic ban and advanced pollution management. Oh my gosh. And we got a new loan, more development points, more map tiles. Let's take a look at these development points because it's been a little while since we've actually kind of done that. Let's unlock parking lots because I know that we're going to use them sooner rather than later. I wouldn't mind getting some large roads soon in the highways, but we don't actually technically need those. Power supply. How are we doing on power supply, actually? That would be good to know. We're still in the green, so I don't need to do anything about that at the moment, even though we are using a coal power plant, I think. And then we have a water treatment plant. That would be really cool to do. Again, not today, though. You know, this would be really good to kind of help with our death care in this area. Let's get the crematorium unlocked. We have a lot of development points, so I don't mind really spending some right now. And then we got recycling center, incinerator plant. I think we're actually good for the time being. It would be nice to get the college unlocked. Let's do that, even though I might not use it today. Emergency shelter, that's not something we really necessarily need. I think we're good with the fire safety we have right now, and then same thing with police, although I might get the welfare office. The welfare office provides financial support for low-income citizens, which increases their well-being. So let's unlock that one. And City Hall too. Ooh. Okay, we might need to save up for that one. And then transportation. Okay, well, I don't have anything planned for the time being for transport, so we're going to leave that. Park maintenance, why not? Let's get a park maintenance building. And services, post-sorting facility, server farm. Whoa, telecom tower. Holy moly, okay. This is cool stuff. But let's wait on these ones. And then I just need to get back to finishing up planning this grid out. I'm so picky with the grid lines, so what I really want to do is just make sure that everything is perfectly even. So we'll talk to you in a second. All right, just checking out how this looks, because I put the terrain right to the edge here. I don't really love that cliff, so let's just smooth things out a little bit. Let's bring down the brush size, just smooth things out. Let's turn up the brush strength though. That would be nice. All right, so the reason why I wanted to do this is just to kind of maximize this industrial space that we have. And then we can kind of, you know, make sure that we have a lot of our industry demands kind of met. And then we can kind of just all hide them in this pocket in Quebec. Now I know I'm building in Quebec, and I said I was just going to build in Ontario today, but that is going to be, you know, something we're going to need to deal with throughout the series. Is kind of just like, you know, this space is best for the stone kind of production. The other space is best for, you know, something else. So we'll just need to make sure that we watch out for, you know, for that in the series. But clean things up over here because we're on a really steep hill. So we got that in play, and then I wanted to get the stone production up over here. So there wasn't really, well, here, I'll explain my thinking behind it. So we're looking at the terrain. It's pretty flat right up here, which is pretty cool. So I was thinking that maybe it's, you know, been quarried down a little bit. I thought it'd be cool to kind of get it up in the hillier regions of the map. Yeah, so I was thinking kind of just like right in this pocket would be really cool. And then we're off of the grid now up through here, and we have a couple connection points. We have this main one that runs through here. I was actually thinking we might need to turn this into a larger road so that we get a bit of a larger speed limit. So I'm gonna at least increase the size through here. So we're gonna upgrade it away from the bus depot, which is fine. Maybe the bus depot was here before the upgrade of the road. So we're good there. And then I'm gonna upgrade this one again on the other side, right up to about here. And then why don't we actually do this all the way through? Yeah, that seems pretty cool. And then we could do this right up through here. And then how does things look right through here? A little messy. Maybe we can delete this road and reattach it. I'm a bit of a stickler for this kind of thing. So let's go to continuous road. And then let's maybe swing out a little bit further, and then we can connect up at a better angle. Yeah. And then maybe we can get the stone production off of this then. So let's go through straight road. Just kind of like that. Yeah, that would be cool. Then how about we actually downgrade this back down to this single road from here? Yeah, that's cool. I think this is cool. All right. So we got that in place. Hopefully cars should take that a little bit more. What is this road? That is a 4-lane road, it seems. Oh, that's because of the bus stops, I think. But let's upgrade this part of the road to a 4-lane road, just like that, occupying that part of the street. And then we're going to actually upgrade this one as well, because we're upgrading this to become a major street. And then I actually don't mind leaving it there and then putting it down to a single or a 2-lane road system through there, because we have the road that runs up through here, and this one runs all the way down through the residential part of the city. So I think we're good leaving it like that. Should we upgrade this one? Yeah, why not? Why not? Why not? That's probably good though. Okay. So we got all this in play now. And now we can do the actual stone production. So we're inside of this area now. This is going to become some sort of industrialized zone, I guess. So I was thinking that this main road could be the start of some sort of like old industrial road that maybe went up into these hills. So why don't we kind of bring this out like this, maintaining ourselves on this flat portion here, and then we can kind of go out in this direction. And then from here we can then get our stone production off of smaller roads and, you know, industrialized roads. So I don't really know how this is going to work. I've never really play tested this before. So let's get this dirt road off of here, and then we can get the stone production off of this. All right, so here we go. We got the stone production. Very cool. So this will produce concrete, I believe, which will be used in rock, which can then be produced into other goods. So this will be will help support our industry zones. So I appreciate the comments about this, that maybe the reason why our industry zones and our commercial zones were screaming at us was because we hadn't started the specialized industries, which really help out. But also something I didn't show last episode were the buses. I guess I accidentally cut it when I showed this. So yeah, we have a couple bus lines that don't have any passengers yet. I haven't really gone through and named them. We're still kind of play testing it a little bit. But the bus line 3 is the one that really is good. This is the one that goes from, yeah, there we go. We can see it now. It goes right down the main streets of Ontario and then all the way through into Quebec. So that connection bus is doing good, but the other ones aren't really at the moment. So let's see, can we upgrade anything onto the stone buildings? Anything that can be added to it? No, it's just, yeah, this is it. Okay. So we'll let this all play out a little bit. We'll see how things go, but I like the look of this kind of industrial zone through here. I feel like maybe it needs a bit of parking, which I think we just unlocked, didn't we? Yeah, small little parking lot here. Let's do that. Let's place that down beside the building. Very, very cool. So then we need to do the farming, or the livestock farming. So I was thinking we could do the livestock farming on the Ontario side of things. So my grand plan for this kind of area is that most of this is going to be all built up. So in grand planning for this, I don't really know if if what we're about to do is going to stay, but we definitely need it. But as a result of what we're going to be doing is we're going to need to plan out the road network and how it's going to kind of play out in this kind of zone. All right, so we're going to get a competing grid kind of facing this direction. So kind of a short rectangle right here, a long rectangle here, kind of maintaining a similar kind of style that we had over on this side. But we'll have a kind of connection point right through here, a bit awkward kind of space in this kind of zone, which is something that I'm looking forward to. I love when those intersections meet. And then we can get kind of our, oh, it's snowing. Wow. Then we can kind of maybe get some animal production out through here on this side. Not too sure if that's going to stay though, really. But maybe instead, maybe we can get something out by the highway here. That would be good. We have 27 tiles. I mean, we can just kind of buy up a bunch of tiles right through here. Yeah, why not? And then maybe this has more likely chance of staying if we kind of maybe think about getting the livestock farming out in this zone. And it's snowing. It's actually stuck on the ground too. How fantastic is that? While we've been chatting, we have just an incredible amount of industry in office space that's being demanded of us. So I love to see that. Okay, so yeah, let's do that. Let's continue this road straight because I feel like that would be a definite. So this road might not stay. This whole kind of infrastructure might not stay. So why don't we clear out the trees in this zone and then make this kind of awkward intersection a bit of a livestock farm. All right, so we have the Butler Farm over here, which is awesome to see. So yeah, we'll have some livestock farming in this kind of zone. And I'm really curious to see how things play out in a little while once we kind of get things going through here. All right, so looks like we have some new things unlocked. Like we said, we have the crematorium unlocked, the college unlocked now. More parks, it looks like. A park maintenance depot. Awesome. How big is this? Well, that's actually not too big. Let's exit this screen here. Yeah, the houses maintenance vehicles. Awesome. I think this kind of building would look really good in and around industrial zones as transitional spaces. So maybe we can kind of get this somewhere. I'm not really comfortable with things out this way yet. But how about we probably sit in Quebec? Why not? We're kind of just throwing stuff down in Quebec anyways right now. We can just do this. There we go. And can this be upgraded? It looks like it can. Okay, awesome. Supply storage. Wow, just a huge upgrade on that. Then also a little bit on the side here. Well, let's get this one in because I like kind of just placing down everything we possibly can for like the actual footprint of the buildings. So I think that looks really good right there. Awesome. Yeah, that looks really cool. This building looks really nice. You know, I'm a big fan of the bricks, so that's fantastic. Pleased to see that. Okay, and then we also unlock something in here. The administration, the welfare office. Okay. Wow. Let's maybe think about doing a bit of road planning before we get going on any of that. And then we also have an abandoned building. Okay, well, we'll see what happens with that because we also just have a ton of demand. There's so many things that are being requested of me right now. And I'm not a fan of the snow right at this moment while we're kind of planning out an expansion of this area. First things first, let's talk about what we did in the first episode because I'm not entirely pleased with how things turned out. In the second episode, we built like cliffs along the waterfront. That's something I'm going to do here as well. So I'm going to do that all the way around. I just build out a slight cliff, and then we might need to destroy some roads and rebuild them. All right, so I was able to keep the original things we built as I built out the cliff face, and I think this looks awesome. I really enjoy seeing this. The way things look here is really, really cool, especially by the bridge here. That looks awesome. Kind of gives a bit of reason to the height of it as well. We can probably get a road or two underneath here if we need to. But I think the big change is that I removed the industry along the waterfront here. I removed the industry, but did I remove the zoning? Nope, I did not. So let's take out the zoning there. We'll let everything disappear. And then we can talk about, actually kind of building out in the episode. So we got those specialized industries in here. I wonder if things if we've kind of already started to see a bit of growth here. Yeah, we're getting a ton of stone. We're no longer importing it at all, which is really good. But we're still importing a bit of livestock. We'll see how that goes throughout. But now we're going to be making some money on this, which is great. So the rock is going to the processing and exporting of our industry goods, which is great. And then same thing here. So right now we're just kind of making pure cash, which is really cool. And we've actually kind of seen a lot of these symbols go away ever since we've done that. So that is really interesting to see. Not enough customers. We definitely need to get some more things going. So a few more things that I really wanted to do is right in here. I think this has to be a roundabout. It's only kind of slowing traffic down. If we make it a roundabout, I don't think that would be a negative at all. So let's do that, a small roundabout for now, I guess. Why not? That's all we have unlocked, but I guess we could just easily unlock it. We have a ton of points, don't we? Roundabouts. There we go. Unlock. And then we can make this a larger roundabout. Medium roundabout. Maybe let's go a bit of a larger one. No, I think a medium roundabout's all we need right now. Or should we go extra large? Let's go with just large. I think this one's good enough. Yeah, very cool. All right, this will definitely help the traffic flow in the area. And now we can talk about expansion. Because we definitely need to expand out this way. We need a commercialized center, and we also need to think about maybe some offices. So if we look at the zoning types, we can actually see where demands are. So the yellow here shows that we have a bit of demand for this area. We have some high density residential out that way, so I think that would make sense. Yeah, I think that's what that means. So let's think about maybe making a bit of a commercialized center through here. This is also where I want to transition the grid, like I mentioned. So let's think about maybe planning out that transitional grid, and then we'll start zoning up. So I wanted to get the roads open, and then we can see the terrain. Whoa, the terrain is really cool through here. Okay, not flat at all, which is totally fine. But I was thinking that maybe we could actually flatten out a bit of it. Looks like it's somewhat flat over here. That way we can kind of use this as a bit of a base of operations, and let's do that. Actually, I'm sorry, I'm going to take that back. I'm going to hold that back for another episode. And I think we can focus a bit more of the building in kind of what we already have going on through here in this kind of pocket. So let's do that instead. So let's think about what we need to kind of incorporate. So we're looking for commercial, and then we also have this elementary school, which I just want to make sure that we have everything that we need to upgrade on it before we kind of get moving on. So looks like we already have the playground. We could actually add this right in here. I'd rather it be kind of in this zone though. That's cool. And then that's just a later upgrade. Okay, we're good on that. That means we can figure out some sort of road network through here now, which it looks like we can easily bring a road down here right to the cliff's edge. That's pretty cool. And then we can think about continuing the grid off of our old one, so we can bring that through to here. And then I think it would be cool if we could get one kind of major intersection right here. We don't really have any major intersections. These are all smaller ones kind of coming into here. So it would be really nice if we could get one large intersection through this zone. So we're a bit close to a roundabout, which I don't love. I like to have a bit of kind of space to do this, so maybe we actually make that road we just made one of that major road, which means we're going to move the post office. So the post office, we're gonna have to move. It needs to be close to the highway, at least, you know, from original gameplay kind of perspective. That's what it would need to be. So why don't we place this? Let's just plop it down over here. We're probably gonna move it again. So let's grab our major roads or medium roads, and then we'll just upgrade it on this side. Very cool. I think that's all as far as we really need to go. I don't think we need to go make this a major road. That would really make sense. Then we have a major intersection running right down the middle here. I think this is great. It's also the transition point between road types, between this concrete median and the tree median. And then we have this one through here. We could easily make this a roundabout if things get too clogged up, but I think we should probably be fine. So I would also like to use this road as a bit of a transition point in grid type. So we have a really tight grid through here. I think we can maybe make it a bit of a larger grid. I think this is probably good, even though it's probably the same size as these ones over here. But I think it's probably fine to do. And I am not going to connect here. That's actually not too big of a dip either. So I think we can live with that. And then we don't have any connection point down into this part of the neighborhood except via the large intersection. It would be a mistake for us to not try and connect up these two roads. So I think we can do that. I'm gonna actually back this up a little bit, delete that. And then from this intersection here, I'm going to do a bit of a curved road. So this way we can try and compete against the slope here that we have, which is a bit tricky to maintain. So this is a 9.8% curve. That is really steep. Or sorry, a slope, that's what I mean. So maybe if we bring it out to about here, let's see what that is. 8.6. Well, this is definitely not a trucking route. This is more for like a pedestrian connection route and whatnot. So I think this is probably fine to do that. Okay, very good. We had that grid all placed out. Now, if we go back to here and we look at, whoa, I'm playing on 3-speed. We need to get to this yellow pocket here. That'll be really helpful for kind of figuring out where we need to zone residential. But look at this. We have a lot of red through here, which is high residential suitability bad. Okay, so that's a good thing we made this little pocket out over here. But what about some medium density? That's all green, and then low income as well. Okay, so right in this pocket here, I think we need to make this a commercial kind of road, this whole thing. Now, do we need to get a road in between somewhere in the middle here? Probably right here. Let's see if we can actually continue this one right through. I think we're good just to leave it like that. And then we can get this one to go over to here and actually connect up. Very good. And then we're back up against this hill here where we have our cemetery. And it would be cool to get some sort of road access up to here. This road, I actually don't mind leaving this road. That one's pretty cool. I like how it kind of connects on a bit of an awkward angle. But I wouldn't mind actually getting a road that runs on the back side of the cemetery here. But how will it connect up? I'm not sure. Let's see if we can get this connection from here. All right, so I have finished up laying out these roads here, and I moved the police station to right over here, which is pretty cool. It's right on the main road, which I don't mind. It's a nice looking building. Maybe it's a repurposed old building. I think this kind of looks somewhat of the early 1900s style for the theme that we're kind of building in, which I enjoy. And then I moved the post office over here and I added the extension. So we need to get that commercial zoning like I talked about and like I've been talking about Holy cow, I need to connect this road. And this one can easily just kind of go right through to here. And then I think I just need one more. Yeah, one more through here. And I think this is the grid size we need. Very, very good. All right. Commercial zone. Let's zone it up. Let's make this whole section commercial right through here. Right through here. And then also in here, right along like that. I'm going to pause the game here because I actually don't want this to zone up yet. Because I actually want this side to be larger, just like that. And then I'm actually going to take that zoning out because I actually want this. I want to make sure that we have the building on Crescent Street here instead of Wellington Street. So we can do that. And then I think we can actually just zone. Actually, no, let's make this a medium density housing. I think that would be cool right through here. Let's take that back one more time. And I'm actually just going to bump that back like this, leaving a bit of space here for the building. And then actually just move this to be commercial. And then hopefully this will be kind of suitable for everything. And then we need a bit of office space. So I was thinking what better space for an office than on the major intersection here. And I think this would be cool if we could do that for offices. And then we have a ton of industry zoning again. So let's see if we can kind of meet that demand. I took a bunch out over here for our reasons. But now that we have all this space out over here, why don't we try and figure out some sort of industry? This can't really be industry unless we connect it up to a road. And I'm not comfortable with this road, so I don't want to connect up any industry over on this side yet. So maybe industry does have to remain in this kind of zone for now. All right, so we're over in Quebec now. I just kind of filled out a few things in the bus and taxi depot area because I wanted to make sure that we actually did everything I needed over here because we are going to be able to get some industry out this way very easily. So that's why I just think that it'd be really nice if we could just kind of throw out the industry right through here, right in and around the taxi depot. Should be fine to do that. And then maybe right in this little pocket here as well. I'm going to leave that space off along this road so then things don't actually zone up there. And you notice how the buildings reacted to that zoning. Didn't like that. So it would make sense that there wouldn't be a building there, in which case we can then add in some sort of building in its stead. So we have a bunch of commercial demand over here. No commercial needed. So then this way we can get one smaller industry building right there on the street instead of having it all kind of mixed in around together. And then easy enough, we can just get some demand this way. So I don't really know of a way to limit zoning, but I did find that if you just kind of draw in a temporary path like this, it does kind of fix the zoning for you. So I think if we just do that and then let the buildings come in, we can then delete this path and look at the zoning, fix it up, delete these two again, and there we go. We should get a larger industrial building. We can do the same thing through here, and we're just going to fill out this pocket that we did earlier today with some industry. All right, so now we are looking at this kind of zone through here. And this is a great spot for low density residential. So I'm looking at some of these parks that we've unlocked. Oh, I think maybe we can add some to our development area. So let's wait, did something just happen here? No. Did we unlock the next milestone? No. We're still in Boomtown. Okay. There we go. Large parks. That's awesome. Let's get these two unlocked and then sports parks as well. That's fantastic. I don't think we need large sports parks yet. But yeah, I think that is going to be worth our money. So sports parks, what do we got? Tennis court, outdoor gym, skate park, basketball court, awesome. Large parks, large plaza, large playground, large city park. How large are these? Oh, wow. That's pretty good. It's a good size. So I was thinking that maybe we could get one right in this little corner here, but it doesn't look like that's going to fit. That's huge. Wow. this is a large playground. That's really small. And then sports, we have the skate park. Very cool. Don't love that beside a major road, but outdoor gym, that's also pretty small. But anyways, I really wanted to get the skate park in. All right, really curious to see how things play out through here. This is neat. Looks like there are some zoning issues right here. That is funny. Let's see if we can fix that by deleting these. Let's pause the game when doing it. Oh my gosh. There we go. Hopefully things fill out a little bit. There we go. That's good. So I pushed the skate park right into this corner here by turning off snapping. Skate park's cool. I like the size of it. That's really nice. And it's right beside the elementary school here. But I think we need a bit more park action happening over here. Don't love... Oh, wow, this is really small. Let's see if we can get this to fit. I love the turning off snapping aspect to this. I'm really interested to see what happens when mods start coming out with this. But once we kind of build up this area, I think we can take a look at the... Oh, wow, can I plop that down? No, okay. I was gonna say, that's pretty cool. Landmarks, holy cow, Grand Hotel, what the heck? This is gonna take up all our money if we place these down though. But small park, how small is it? That's pretty good size. Small plaza, small playground, dog park, campfire site. Let's see if we can kind of get the small park here to kind of fit this little corner. That'd be awesome. Really help fill out the space a little bit. No road access, what the heck? No power access? It looks like it's working perfectly fine. Let's relocate it though. We'll get it as close as we can. There we go, okay. Very cool, very cool. So we have a bit of a cliff face through here. That's awesome. This would make a really nice area for a park. We could get a bit of housing along the backside of this. Let's actually not do one there, sorry. We can do this though. Yeah, something like that would be nice. And then I'm putting the low rent housing through here. I'm really curious to see what happens with that. I did put medium density along the major intersection here, or sorry, the major road. I think that just kind of makes sense, along with some two large apartment buildings. That looks really nice in around this area. Let's take a look. Holy cow, we have so much demand everywhere now. I think we're doing a good thing over here. And then we have this space in here that we didn't really do anything with. That's because I was thinking we could get like a pedestrian path up here instead of a road. The connection was really steep, so I was thinking we just do something like that. That would be cool. Whoops, that didn't actually connect up. I'm just so used to City Skylines 1 and how those paths connect. But we do that with the straight road connection. We should be able to just snap right in like that. Oh, what the heck? There we go. And then maybe we just kind of do that, turn the zoning off on both sides here. Whoa, what happened here? This is like a trench for the... That is so cool. Let's see if we can get a better view of it. That is so awesome. Oh my gosh. It's a bit of clipping, but that is so cool. Wow. I love that. Okay, I just really wanted to get like a path down to the roundabout. Because we're going to need to get some paths through here too. Pedestrian paths is something that I didn't really start doing, or I didn't really do the last few episodes. So I'm glad we're getting them kind of going today. And then I really wanted a path between these two. That's awesome to see. Yeah. Okay. So that's so cool. I love that. Okay. Moving on. I needed a pedestrian connection right here, so that we have a crosswalk there, and then why don't we get another crosswalk right here? I feel like this is going to be a pretty slow moving area, so I'm okay with how things are turning out right now. All right, so same thing as on this side. We're gonna put some offices right here. I'm really curious to see how this works. We're gonna go a bit wider this time. We're on a bit of a hill, but then I was thinking we could go to medium density housing through the rest of the area. So we're on a bit of a hill here. I'm gonna leave a bit of a space to connect up there, and then right through here we can get some medium density housing. We're on a hill, so I'm not gonna go too large with the buildings. Even like up to here would probably be good. What the heck? New signature building available. The Polaris Suites. Residents will enjoy the atmosphere of this smooth, luxurious building. Okay, well, that's awesome. Let's find a cool space for that. And then let's get medium density housing up to about here. Let's see. How many spaces did we use before? Just like that. Okay, and then let's see how the commercial demand is doing. We have a ton of commercial demand. Let's see if we can get some more through here. Awesome to see the city starting to get some height. That is really, really cool. Really enjoy that so far. So we have a ton of industrial demand, more office demand, more commercial demand. So stuff we gotta kind of consider. But I'm looking at things here, and we still have like not enough customers and whatnot. So I'm thinking it's time to actually convert some of this old commercial zoning that we did and turn it into housing. So right through here, we don't necessarily need all of this, particularly like right in here, maybe right in this kind of along Dale Street here. Maybe we can convert some of this. All right, so we're gonna use medium density right here. And then, ooh, I don't love the zoning through here. We're gonna leave it though. And then we're gonna go with the row housing through here, just because it'll help continue some of the theme that we have along Dean Lane and stuff like that. But then we're gonna see how things work out, because I might just kind of throw some offices down through here. Would be good. Don't love that building. Don't love how that worked either. Let's see. Those buildings will work. And then why don't we add in a bit of medium density? Let's see how this works. I'm still kind of figuring out all the zoning and stuff and how all that, how it all works in the grand scheme of things. But we need more residential for meeting the demand of not enough customers. But also these buildings are probably in spots that are a bit tricky to get to, right? So I'm really curious about why this high rent exists. The building occupants have trouble paying the rent. A higher zone density would be needed. Okay, so this is low density, it looks like, perhaps. Yes. Okay. Well, let's transition this block, both of these blocks. Let's remove it, and then we'll see what kind of pops up once we kind of change things out. So I just removed the zoning. We'll let it kind of dezone onto itself. And yes, because we got that signature building now. Let's see what that was. The Polaris Suites, 4+4 well-being within 1 kilometer. Okay, maybe this is the kind of building, if we turn snapping on, this is the kind of building that might look nice. Oh, it just doesn't fit there, does it? But maybe this is the kind of building that looks nice along the waterfront, right? So should this be on the Ontario side or the Quebec side? Ooh, I mean, it would look really nice right there, wouldn't it? Right along the waterfront. But maybe something more like this. And it's kind of blocking the waterfront though. That's the thing. Maybe we put this onto the Quebec side. Yeah, actually this would be really nice right here. Okay, let's put this right here. So we're overlapping a little bit, not there. Okay, perfect. Let's put that down right there then. And then we can take out these little buildings that we just plopped down beside it. Because that wouldn't make sense. But the Polaris Suites, oh wow, this is quite the building, isn't it? Holy moly. Yeah, this would have some awesome views too, right? Like that would be the idea of the signature building. Along the back of the building here, we got the bridge in play. This would be really cool. There's also pedestrian path connections, it looks like. So I think this plays into kind of the theme that I'm looking for with this zone. So why don't we instead add in like a bit more high density housing our medium density right in here. Just kind of play into that kind of theme a little bit. Maybe a bit smaller of a building. Let's see how that works out. That'd be cool. And then there's no low rent demand, so I think maybe we can transition that a little bit right through there, because I would really like to see how this all looks beside the bridge. So, all right. This is really cool. I love this. So +4 well-being within 1 kilometer. That is awesome. We are sure trucking along here in today's episode. So what should we do next? I think it's time to double check on the production that we've been kind of looking at. Oh, that's statistics. Production. Okay, so we are still importing some animal products. So we should probably think about getting some more. But the stone production is just kicking some butt there, isn't it? Let's maybe think about getting some animal production over in the Quebec side of things then. I don't really love the idea of anything out that way just yet. Okay, why don't we just add another farm right across the street? I know that's probably a bit too simple of a solution, but I think it's a good one. So we'll plop this down right here. We'll see if that made an immediate impact, but it'll probably take some time. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we're creating a bit of a surplus. Oh, it's fluctuating. We'll give it some time. We'll see how things work out. But if we click the farm here, we can see efficiency 113%. Wow. 5 employees. And it's level 1. What about the other one? This one's level 2, almost level 3. Very cool. Very cool indeed. Okay, so looks like we're doing some real good progress with the specialty industries. Is there a specialty industry that we can place down that we have like potential to use? We have some fertile land over here. Not ready for that just yet. What about timber? Timber's on this side. Forestries. Could we get something going over on this side? I don't know just yet. I think it would be really nice to get that over onto the Quebec side. So maybe we can think about getting a bridge at some point over there. But that's really the only specialized industry zone that I think we could otherwise do. Otherwise, we're going to still kind of be zoning up in this area, in this kind of area, yeah. But I'm a little bit surprised with the size of these office buildings. I know that we are technically, using small kind of blocks, but like small grids for these. But I'm a little bit surprised at the size. I was expecting them to be at least a few more stories. But this building looks awesome. The Mouthwater Press. Very cool. I'm really enjoying this game, folks. Very, very neat indeed. But let's take a look now, because we have a ton of demand. Like, this should be commercial, which was residential before, right? So hopefully that helps clear things out, and then maybe we can get a bit of commercial through here. And then I'll pause the game. Let's delete this one. I would like it to be one building. There we go. And then let's get this to be offices again. These can be a little bit longer, right? That makes sense. There we go. And then we could even just squeeze in a medium density housing block right here if we need. It'll add a bit of height as well. This, again, the same building isn't doing too well. Awesome. Okay, so that is looking good. Let's do a bit of a service checkup before we end the episode. Oh, we still have zoning to do over here. What is happening over here? Nothing. Okay, let's take that out. That's medium density. I think maybe we can change some of this over to office then. Okay, so yeah, we have a ton of industry demand, and then we'll do a bit of a health checkup on the city really quickly afterwards. So let's see, we're up on this street. I don't really think there should be much on this street, on Grove Street here. It's a bit steep, but I think we could probably get one building right there. Otherwise, I don't really want anything on this street. We do kind of duck down a little bit, it seems. There we go, that's a bit better. Awesome. And then, okay. So we've eaten up a lot of our industrial space over here, but we still do have a bit of industry potential out this way. So let's try and make sure that we can get a bit of zoning on this street. So we're just making a tiny deficit here, so I think maybe we can add in one more animal production building before we call it for the episode, and then we'll just do a bit of a service checkup beforehand, of course. So let's see, we can bring this one down through here, then we could even bring this out right along here. That's pretty neat. Okay, very good to see. We don't necessarily need all these power lines here anymore either. Maybe we can just do a quick little change up like that, really, or of this really quickly. All right, so things are going well. We have a pretty healthy demand here for next episode when we go into Quebec again, which makes sense for the demands that we're going to need. The industry demand, something that is a little striking to me about how much we actually end up needing. But let's do a bit of a service checkup. We're running pretty close to the yellow here on electricity, so that'll be something to note. Water trade. Okay, well, I don't really care about importing water, but it looks like we're doing good right now on water, which is good to see. Let's just make sure, yeah. And then this is our runoff here. We're doing good sticking to the outside here, which is what I was hoping for by placing it here instead of across the river. Healthcare, okay, let's see where we're going through here. We didn't end up placing the crematorium down, okay, so this is something we're gonna do, because we have death care in the Ontario side of things. Let's get a crematorium in the Quebec side. Let's turn off this so we can kind of see what it looks like. We're kind of placing these buildings out over here, aren't we? These larger style buildings. Let's see if maybe we can plot this down here. Maybe we don't actually need this road here either. We can delete that. And then we can go back to healthcare here, plop it down as soon as it fits. Just like that. And then I'm just gonna actually grab it again, and then we'll just turn off snapping here. This is a really large building. I'm a little bit surprised by it. More space for hearses. Okay, it would be really nice if it fit there, but it doesn't. All right, so we got the crematorium. It looks like an old manor rather than like a crematorium. Interesting. All right. Okay, back to zooming out to the whole city so we can see the health of the city. And we click on health here. All right, so we have a cemetery. We have that. Let's take a look at healthcare, though. Ooh, that's pretty tough. Okay, well, let's get a second healthcare facility out over here. Always good to get healthcare as close to centralized points as possible. So let's plop this down just like that. Let's see, the parking lot is on Hawthorne Street. I enjoy that. But maybe actually looking at the building here, we move it. But let's take a look at what this needs. This is the extension point. Okay, it looks better like that. Okay, well, I think we can actually find a bit of a better location. Although this street could probably use with getting an upgrade. Okay, I'll just consider doing that for now. We should be good. And actually, let's just do that upgrade now. Why not? So we're going to upgrade the street onto this corner here. Very good. Now it all fits fine and dandy, doesn't it? And then we can actually get a bit of commercial through here too. We have a bit of commercial demand. So I can see us getting some commercial right there. Very, very good. Okay, so healthcare is taken care of now. We should be good. Yeah, we're in the green and more. And then we're in the green. Well, it doesn't really show anything for that. But garbage, I think that's probably as good as we can get. Education, we didn't do education today. I am definitely thinking we're going to need to get a elementary school out this way. We don't have a high school either. So I think we get an elementary school today in Moore. Probably right here is probably the only spot that actually fits these things. They're so large. So we can get this right here. This whole area could be elementary school. It's a bit awkward of a space though. Why don't we actually decide on taking out one of these roads then? This one goes all the way through. It's a pretty major street. We can't take this one out, but we can take this one out. Yeah, I think we can safely get the elementary school right in here. Let's leave a bit of space on that side. There we go. And then let's see, should we get one of these buildings? I mean, it fits perfectly there, so why not? And then the playground actually fits really good here too. That actually looks, that actually fits really nicely. And then we even have a space for like a small commercial kind of asset there or something. I don't know. All right, so that's good. We're gonna leave the high schools for next episode, or next time, and the same thing with the college. And what's this? Research. Holy cow. Fire. We have one fire hall and it's good, apparently. We could probably use another one though. But is this the best spot for a fire hall? I don't know. Why don't we just plop this down right here for now? Right in this intersection. And then why don't we just relocate it without snapping? And then this way we can easily get like a really cool connection point right overlooking this intersection here. Like it's been here for a long time or something. Very cool, overlooking that. Awesome. And so that's fire. What's this? Disaster control. We don't have disasters yet. And police. So this is the welfare office. Oh, we never got the welfare office in. Okay, why don't we plan for that next episode? And then police, we're actually good. We have one police station. We're pretty good all the way through. But transit, I'm not going to touch again for the time being. And parks and recreation, we're actually pretty good through here too. This is just industrial zone. So yeah, we're looking pretty healthy through here. I see. Post is really good, and telecom. Oh, we need a telecom tower in around this area. Why don't we get it beside the fire hall? That kind of makes sense, I guess. so let's plop this down right here. Oh, very cool. I like that. And then we have, no, that's everything. All right, that was a good little checkup. And then last little look at our things. We're just about there with the livestock. Oh my goodness, we're just about there. So I think safe to say we did a good job here. And the stone production, we're doing a fantastic job on. We're just killing it. So I think we had fun today. That was a good one. Applying specialized industries to a beginning city. Very, very cool. Oh, we have some collapse happening. Oh my goodness. Looks like we have some collapse over here too. This is just abandonment. We're turning that one building into 3 on both of them. That's pretty cool. But I think this area is looking really nice. I'm looking forward to doing some like legit landscaping through here too, which would be cool. Really making the waterfront kind of a cool thing. But yeah, let's get a cool screenshot of this building here. I don't love how the sun is right now for this side, but regardless, folks, I hope you had a wonderful day. I will talk to you all soon. Peace out.